So this clip is just to show you what we've been doing for the last few days. I've been having trouble with my video getting enough storage on my phone to get the video. So I finally got that problem solved. I have been working with her for the past few days. But this is how far we've come. She's now accepting the saddle pad pretty well. We've done petting, we've done brushing, and we've done the saddle pad. And she's letting me handle her under her belly and her legs and everything all over, really. I haven't done as much work with her head as I should have done, mostly because she's wearing a halter, and that almost makes it difficult to rub her head and brush her head and brush her face and so on. So I'm trying to make up for that, spending time working on her head and her ears and getting her used to it. Now I'm taking the halter off and putting it back on. So this is what we're working on. I started that last time just a little bit, and I'm working on it now. Today, I'm going to try to get her to accept the halter, put the halter on, take the halter off. If you'll notice, I have a halter that will unbuckle, and I can approach her from around her neck rather than trying to put it right over her nose. So see, right now it's sitting back on her neck, and she's accepting its being there, because that's where I'm going to start from when I want to put the halter on, catch her in the pasture. So we're doing it back on her neck, and then you can undo it and just slide it right onto her nose, and that's way easier than trying to get them to stand there while you put something over their nose. It's coming straight up between their eyes. Now this is the second halter I want to get her used to, and we'll start by putting it around her neck. And it's the first time she's seen this, so I'm putting it around her neck. She's getting a little upset about it, but I'm telling her to whoa, and she's listening. And so there, see it go right over her nose there. And then I'm fastening it, and she's like, oh, well, that happened, didn't it? So that was okay. And she's accepting it pretty well. Notice that she's still wearing the saddle pad. We're just not paying any attention to that, because this new item is taking her mind off something that a few days ago was just really scary. Now it's nothing compared to this new step. So that's what you do. You take a new step and get them sort of almost used to it, and then try something new that takes their mind off of that. Then the old item becomes easy. So you see, I took the halter off. It's in my hand. I'm taking it off behind her ears, back around her neck there. I'm not trying to slide it over her face or up over her ears or anything like that right now. And this is the easiest way to put a halter on. And she spooked because right at that moment some girls on horseback came around the corner of the building. So we're kind of looking at them. And I'm going to try putting this halter on. It's always good training to have something happen, because then you can teach them to pay attention to you even when something happens. So there goes the halter. See, much easier this time. Get it fastened. Give her a lot of praise and a lot of petting, telling her to whoa and so forth. Notice the saddle pad still just sitting there, doing very well. She's doing great. So with this particular horse, this is all a very slow process, because she still does not trust me. She still has not joined up with me. Here come the girls. They're just walking by. She's a lot more friendly than she used to be, and she does come to the gate now whenever I show up. She'll come to the gate and wait for me, because she knows I'm going to Eventually, I'm going to give her some grain. There go the other horses. I'm talking to her, trying to get her to pay attention to me and not to them. That's working out really well. See, we're still working with the halter here. Oops. And she doesn't see. I tried to put it over her nose. That was really a mistake on my part. It needs to go. See, when you put it behind her ears like that, then you can just slide it up over the nose so pretty easily that they don't, it's done before they know it's happened, really. And then I'm going to give her some food out of my pocket because I want the horse. What I always do when I'm trying to catch a horse is I'll give them a little bit of feed as I walk up to them. Then I get put the halter. I go up. I usually have the halter hiding behind my back. I'll go up to the side of their neck and put it around their neck and start from there. So it's around their neck before they know I even have it. Then it comes up over their nose, like as you see right there. And I'll fasten it. And once I fasten it, then I give them another bite to eat. If I'm in a pasture full of other horses, I try to do that so the other horses don't catch on and start mobbing me because I've got food. I try not to. I only give them like 2 bites. One when they're caught and one when the halter goes on. And then any feeding I'm going to do, I'll get them out of the pasture and by themselves before I'll do that. So right at the moment we're working on the saddle pad, the halter, and picking up and having her feet cleaned. Having her feet cleaned is coming next, and I've started, if I'm brushing her and she's just kind of standing there and not being paying attention or doesn't have her weight on that foot, then I'll just try to pick it up. So we've been working on that. Now look, she's walking off. I'm telling her to whoa. We got a horse. All kinds of distractions going on. And it seems like the wind blows all the time in this particular spot. East of Greensboro, North Carolina. That's where we are. Okay, and see, I picked up my lunch whip because she just wasn't going to stand still anymore. There she slipped because it's a little bit slick out there, and I'm not going to push her too hard. She needs to learn and of course she knows how to. She's got 4 feet, if she slips on one,